2007, a private pilot who had recently purchased an airplane was attempting to return home on a cross-country flight. After encountering a delay due to mechanical difficulties, the pilot elected to continue the flight into the evening hours, despite the fact that he did not hold an endorsement to fly at night. The pilot subsequently encountered reduced visibility in rain, lost control of his airplane, and crashed. Every year, the NTSB investigates numerous accidents involving pilots who encounter reduced visibility conditions at some point during their flight. These accidents are especially tragic because their results are often fatal and they're easily preventable. As a pilot and flight instructor, I can sympathize with pilots as they try and balance the practicality of their flying with managing the risks associated with those flights. However, as an air safety investigator, I all too often see the results of what happens when a pilot fails to adequately manage the risk. While the circumstances of each accident are unique, there are several recurring themes, including an unwillingness to discontinue or cancel a flight in the face of poor visibility conditions, a failure to plan alternatives prior to departing on a flight, and a general lack of understanding about how reduced visibility conditions occur. Often these accidents involve pilots who have had little or no previous experience on flying their airplanes without reference to the ground. However, even instrument-rated and airline transport pilots have been killed when they lost control of their aircraft while flying in reduced visibility conditions. Many times these pilots either are not instrument current or have no previous experience flying their make and model aircraft in instrument conditions. In 2010, two private pilots who were not instrument rated departed on a night cross-country flight in relatively clear weather conditions. However, when they were maneuvering over an area with no ground lighting, they lost control of their airplane and crashed. In 2011, a commercial pilot lost control of his airplane after encountering a snow squall. This pilot subsequently crashed into a frozen lake. While he did hold an instrument rating, he was not instrument current. Number 1. Get a pre-flight weather briefing to familiarize yourself with the conditions along your planned route of flight, as well as alternate destinations in case your flight cannot be completed as planned. 2. Resist external pressures. Refuse to allow external pressures such as saving time or money or the fear of disappointing passengers to influence your attempt to continue a flight into conditions in which you are not comfortable. 3. Know your skills. Be honest with yourself about your limitations. Plan ahead with cancellation or diversion alternatives and brief passengers about the alternatives before the flight. 4. Know your equipment. Make sure you are proficient in the use of and fully understand the features and limitations of the equipment of your aircraft, particularly how to use all of the features of avionics, autopilot systems, and onboard weather resources. 5. Seek help from ATC. Don't allow a situation to become dangerous before deciding to act. Be honest with air traffic controllers about your situation if you need help. 6. Don't underestimate the challenges of flying at night. Remember that even in clear weather conditions, flying at night can pose unique hazards and challenges. When planning a VFR flight at night, use topographic references to familiarize yourself with surrounding terrain and try to avoid remote areas with limited ground lighting. If instrument rated, consider filing an IFR flight plan and follow instrument procedures. 7. Manage distractions. Don't allow yourself to become distracted from flying the airplane by other tasks. Even a momentary diversion of your attention can result in disorientation. Remember that as a GA pilot, you are responsible for the safety of your passengers, those on the ground, and yourself. Don't risk everything by departing on or continuing a flight into reduced visibility weather conditions. The destination will still be there tomorrow when the sun is shining, and hopefully you will too.